Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Shadows of Brimstone. And if you've seen my first 7 videos, I've actually completed the first adventure. It was what was it exactly? Something like a fistful of darkstone or something like that. For a few darkstone more. We found a small deposit, and we ended up with quite some money, experience points, and gold. Just wondering where the paper is where I noticed it. Here we are. So we have here, here we go. The gunslinger has 685 experience points, and you need 500 experience points to level up. So we can do this, but because leveling up means that you are restored to full health and sanity, I think it makes sense to do this during an adventure if you are in a pretty bad shape. The Saloon girl has 525 points, so that also allows her to level up, and the bandito has 515. So you also can do that. About the gold, the gunslinger has 375, the saloon girl has 325, and the bandito has actually 525 gold. The gunslinger has delusions and a gawked eye, while the saloon girl only has a concussion. And I think that concussion has no longer effect except for that single mission. Let me check that. Here we are, a concussion. Yeah, until the start of the next adventure. Okay, so that is also the case as long as you are in a town. So that's exactly what happens now. We've left the mine, and it says, ending the adventure, every hero is reset to full health, sanity, and 1 grit. So, I find that a little weird. I'm not absolutely clear. What happens, for example, if I have 2 grit? Do I have to give away 1? I think so, actually. But I'm not sure about that. Anyway, in this case, we're not in this situation, so we will all gain our full health and sanity back and 1 grit. Okay, and now we will prepare to travel. We are now kind of standing in front of the mine, and we want to travel now to this frontier town here. So first, each hero has to roll if there will be a travel hazard. So, and we will roll a 1 or 2. No, if we roll a 1 or 2, then there will be a travel hazard. Okay. I wonder if it makes sense to re-roll these things. I'm really not sure, actually. I think I won't. So it's the gunslinger first. Great, so he rolled a 1, then it's the saloon girl, and that is a 6, and finally it's the bandito, and he also rolled a 1, and I'm still not sure if I should re-roll 1 of these, pay the grit, but I think I won't. I'm going to keep them for, I don't know what awaits me, so maybe it's not that bad. Okay, and then we will actually travel, and on page 56 we can find now a table for the travel hazards, and you can see it's a double-sided table, So we will roll 3 dice now and simply add the numbers, and this will be our hazard then. And we start with the first one. Okay, that's pretty high. That's a 15. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. Let's see. Well, that sucks. That's a Void Hound attack. A pack of vicious Void Hounds have been tracking your posse for days and have found the opportunity to strike. Each hero must make a Cunning 5 test to outwit the hounds or a Strength 5 test to overpower them. If passed, gain 25 experience points. Okay, and if failed, you are pulled from your saddle and ravaged by the creatures. Roll a d6 for every clothing item you have. Okay, luckily nobody actually has a clothing item, so that means we can simply gain some experience points. So it's cunning or strength. So let's see, he's got a cunning value of 3. So he's going to use his cunning, and he needs a 5 or higher. Yeah. Okay, great. So that gives him 25 experience points. What about the Saloon girl? She also has a cunning of 3 and +1. So that's actually a cunning of 4. Yeah, easy. And finally, it's the Bandito with its strength of 4. And also, he was successful. Very good. So we all gain 25 experience points. Okay, and then we're gonna have a second encounter on our travel to the town. And that's again a pretty high number. So 5 plus 8, that's 13. So that says bandits. Waylaid by bandits on the road, the heroes fend off as many as they can. The bandits surround each hero individually. There are 5 bandits per hero, and each hero must roll a d6 to see how many of those bandits they defeat. For every bandit you defeat, gain 10 experience points. For each of your 5 bandits you do not defeat, lose $25, 1 dark stone, or 1 Gira artifact of your choice. Okay. So let's see, what about the gunslinger? Okay, so he defeats 3. That means he gains 30 experience points and he will lose $50. Okay, the Saloon girl, well, she defeats them all. Pretty awesome. That gives her 50 experience points. And the Bandito, he wasn't that great. 20 experience points for him, and he will lose 75. What? How much? Yeah, $75. That's pretty painful. Now he could pay some grit here, and I think he actually will. So he gives away the grit, and he rolls again. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that gives him then 40 experience points, and he only loses $25. So we made it into town, and this is the town board. And it's a pretty simple thing, actually. As you can see, there are, I think 6. Yeah, there are 6 locations. We have a hotel, a campsite, and down here we have the days since last event. So events usually are bad. And at the start of the day, and we have this here, basically all the rules we need for the visit of a town are here on this Frontier Town sheet. So at the start of the day, we can now decide if we want to go into a hotel or sleep at the campsite. Hotel costs me $10, campsite is free. Well, I think we all have quite a bit of money, so we're going to the hotel, all of us, because there is less risk involved there. So now we will decide where we go. And I think it makes sense for the gunslinger if he first goes to the doc's office. So remember, I haven't played that before. I don't know at all what can happen here. I've never been into town before. So the gunslinger goes to the doc's office because he's got this gouged eye, which makes it impossible for him to do critical hits, and we definitely want to heal that. The saloon girl, she's got that concussion, but I think that's fine. After her stay in the city, it will be gone anyway. So she's got a lot of money, and let's see what we can do. Well, she could train here, whatever that means. She could cure corruption. Wait a second. I think there was something about these dark stones and corruption. Just a second. Exactly. So for each dark stone the heroes have, they must roll a d6. And on a roll of 1 to 3, they will take a corruption hit, which may then be prevented by a willpower check. Why does that guy have 1 sanity? Is there any reason for that? I don't think so. I think I simply forgot to restore him. So, let's see, we got... This guy has... Let me see, he's got a lot of dark stone. He's got 7 dark stone. Whew. Okay. So, let's see. We better roll high. Oh! So that might be we could spend some grit here. I think too much mutation is a pretty bad thing. So I'm gonna spend the grit here and roll again. We had a 4 actually, but I'm gonna roll the others the second time. Yeah, okay, that's better. So we take 3 corruption hits, and we can try to prevent them now. Okay, so we take 1 corruption hit, and I think this is not so bad. I still don't know what corruption is good or bad for, but I think it's not that great. So she has 1 dark stone. Okay, no problems. And this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4 dark stones. Okay, perfect, fine. So basically we were lucky here. Not too much corruption. Okay, I got it now. There is a corruption limit, and you can have up to 5 corruption tokens. So until now, we don't have much problems here. And if you have, no, you can have 4 actually. And if you have 5, you will lose your corruption points, but you have to roll on a mutation chart. And, well, then you see what happens. So all that won't happen right now. So again, the gunslinger went to the doc's office now to heal. And let's see where the saloon girl might go. Well, I simply have to check what all these things mean. What is train with soldiers? What does that mean? Saloon, well, she's probably not bad in that. I mean, it says entertainment. I don't know if we can go there. General store, we might buy some stuff here. Clothes, weapons, equipment, different tokens. We could buy horses, which is, I think, good for the traveling. Yeah, so let's see what we will do. Okay. So this is a little complicated. Actually, the rules for this town stay are not that great, I think. There are some details here on the charts that are not really clear, and there is not much written in the adventure book about that. So I checked a little bit on the Geek and so, but I wasn't extremely happy with that. Okay, so the first point, I think, if you visit a location in town, you can actually buy as many things on one day in that specific location and do as many things you want in that location as you want. Not only one. Purchase items and engage in the special offerings of that location. So I guess it's not that you can only, let's say you buy one item at the first day and then you have to come back at the second day and buy a second item. I think you can buy whatever you want during the one day. Okay, so first of all, actually the gunslinger goes to the frontier outpost. There is something that says get bounties. And that's a little weird. I mean, this is already the first problem because, yeah, it was not exactly clear what happens there. But before we start with that, we're going to do this event. So let's see what happens here at the frontier outpost. So we're going to roll 2 dice. And that is a 9. So that is a Darkstone shortage. The Outpost Bank is willing to pay top dollar for Darkstone. You may sell your Darkstone shards for D650 each today. Well, that's cool. That's definitely cool. So I think I'm gonna sell something here. I got a lot of stuff. And I can make a lot of money maybe. I want to keep one though, because I want to later... I want to go to the blacksmith, ask him to do some Darkstone bullets for me, and I would need 1 Darkstone to do that, yeah. And then, yeah, I think that's actually it. That's where I need my Darkstone for. So I think I can actually sell the rest and gain a lot of money for that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit. If I'm rolling lucky now, I might make a lot of money. So that is Darkstone shortage. D6 40. Each one. Holy shit. I might now become a rich man. Let's see. That wasn't so great. That kind of sucked. All these 2s. Now I wish I had... Ha! Got the tonic! I got the tonic! So I'm definitely going to throw the tonic away and give it another shot. That allows me to... I can change that into a grid token. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that's better. At least a little. Okay, that gives me now quite some money. So each of these 4s are actually 200 bucks. So these are 600 bucks. And that 800 bucks. So we're talking about 1,050 bucks. Am I right here? Why is a 4? A 4 is 200 bucks. Yeah, so that makes 600, 800, 1,050. That's amazing. That's a lot of money, man. Okay, what I want to do is I want to check that bounty, and that is now some weird roll. Actually, it says here there's always someone or something that's wanted in these parts. Roll a d6 to see what the current bounty is at the outpost. So there was now a discussion on the Geek if this affects the former adventure or the following one. And most people seem to think that it's the following one, also simply because it makes things easier. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll, and then if one of our group kills one of these monsters, in addition to the experience points, they will gain the bounty. So let's see, we roll now, and that's a 4. So a strangler. So for each killed strangler, we will gain $50 during our next adventure. And all the heroes, well, they can only check once in the whole during a town visit these bounties. So it's not possible that you roll more than once on that chart during a town visit. So then let's see, I got a lot of money now. What is that? You may smash this jar to release the hell bit. Yeah, it's cutting. All heroes are +1 initiative. Pickaxe, $900. I don't know. It's not that great. Dynamite is pretty awesome, so I might buy some more dynamite, maybe. Pretty bad in melee, so I guess I won't buy any melee weapons or whatever. So I got a lot of money. How much do I have now? 1,315. So I think I can afford, let's say, 2 dynamite. This ended up very useful during the last adventure. So I'm gonna buy for $400 dynamite. So actually I decided to go not to the general store but also to the frontier outpost, because I think I'm also gonna try to sell my darkstone there. I probably won't get that much money, but still I think it's a good idea to gain more money, and I'm not sure what to do with that now. So, but first the saloon girl is doing something here, and of course she visits the saloon. She's got some advantages here, I guess. And let's see, we're here. So, what exactly? Well, first we're gonna roll for an event here, and that's a 7. That simply says a good time. A round of drinks makes you forget about the dark world outside these worlds. Pay $10 and recover 1 grit for use in town. Okay, so I gotta pay 10 and gain 1 grit. But I got to remember that I can only use this in the town, so I'm gonna place that here. Okay, so I guess first I'm gonna do some casual poker, and I'm gonna pay $50 for that. And it says make a cunning 5 test. If successful, gain $50 for every 5 or higher roll. If failed, you lose after several hands and leave with nothing to show for it. But actually I'm pretty good in cunning because I got my spectacles. So I can roll 4 dice. And I think I got a pretty good chance to get at least my money back and maybe win $50. So let's see. Okay, well, I could now re-roll that. I got a grit here. Actually, I got 2 grit. Not sure if I want to do that though. I mean, I've lost $50. That's not good, but it's not that terribly bad. I think I can live with that. And there is actually this Saloon Girl special thing here, Saloon Girl Troop. And so we can do these things here. We could, for example, entertain. And it says it's free, and it says limit once per visit. You may entertain patrons to earn money. Choose either performance or storytelling. So I'm definitely better in performance. I got an agility of 4. So I can roll 4 dice, and for a 4 or 5, I would gain 25 bucks. For every roll of 6, gain 100. Okay. Well, that's okay. At least I got my 50 bucks back. So, yeah, wasn't that amazing, but it's a start. Okay, I see there is a difference here. There is once per town stay, like the bounty, and once per visit. So I could do this more often if I come back into the saloon, for example. Same here with the entertainment. I could also do this pickpocket. You may pick the pocket of a patron to find something useful. Make an agility 4 test. For every roll of 4 or 6, gain 10 for 5. Well, on a 6, draw a gear card. But I gotta take 3 corruption hits. Still, I think that's fine. I think I can try that. I got only 1 corruption. So let's do that. I have an agility of 4. So let's see what happens. Well, it's a 6. So that was good. I can draw a gear card. Wow! It's interesting what some people have in their pockets. So it's a pickaxe. +1 combat. Anytime you find Darkstone, gain 1 extra. So that's pretty awesome. And I can give this to... I'll probably give this to someone else. Although I'm not sure about that. I could also use that and have the hunting knife in one hand and the pickaxe in the other. Okay, so we gotta check something. It's the carrying limit. I mean, she has now lots of items, and she can only carry 5 plus her strength. So that is 6 in these weight symbols. So there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weight symbols. So she could only carry one additional item, actually. She could also do this dark stone shift. If she spent 1 dark stone, shaving a dark stone shard to a razor point can be deadly. It's a free attack. Discard to do d6 wounds to an adjacent enemy, ignoring defense. So that is pretty awesome. I think that's something she's gonna do. She's gonna use her Darkstone. Sadly, she only has 1. Could be amazingly powerful if she had more of these. And it's a free attack. So to do to kill some really bad guys, that is a very useful weapon, actually. So she uses this here for a Darkstone shift. Maybe I can find some... Maybe I can find some marker for that, but I have my doubts, so I probably have to write that down. So this is one of the bad things, one of the few, very, very few bad things of this game, that there is a lot and lots of bookkeeping. It plays pretty much like a role-playing game here. There's so much to keep track of. So I'll need a big piece of paper for every character now. There are also empty character sheets that you can copy out of your book and then use them to fill out all the new values, to fill in all the new values. But the problem is that I simply... it's a lot of ink that you have to pay if you do this every time these guys level up. So I don't know if I want to do that, actually. So well, and then she I think she's done with that. She might actually try to yeah, she might go there again, maybe try to find some more. Oh, actually she gains 3 yeah, I forgot that. For the pickpocket, she takes D3 corruption hits. So that's a 2 corruption hits. Let's see if she can prevent them. Yeah, she can. Okay, so nothing happened here. Okay, let's continue with the bandito now. He is now also in this here at the frontier outpost. So he's going to also roll for an event. And that's a 7. Trading post. A local prospector has returned from the mines with a strange artifact and is willing to part with it for a price. Draw a world card to determine where the prospector has been, then draw an artifact from that world. The artifact may be purchased for D6 times $150. We can try it. I mean, if we're lucky, why not? Let's see what we find. Okay, so the prospector was at the Targa Plateau, and we drawn our card. Okay, that's pretty crazy. That's a deflection field. Okay, so use 1 Darkstone to activate the deflection field until the end of a fight. Armor 4+. I don't even know how armor works. But it's worth quite a bit of money, so let's see first if we can afford to buy that. If we can't, well then forget it anyway. So let's see, we will roll a die. Well, we could afford that. That's $300. Let's see how much money we have. We got about a $490. Okay, so that kind of sucks because, well, but we can sell this stone, so we can then still afford this dark stone ammo if we buy this thing, and I kind of like to buy that. So let's see how armor works. Okay, so that is definitely cool. That deflection field is pretty amazing because what that means is you will actually, if you fail a defense roll, then you roll how much damage you would take. And then you can roll again for each damage point if the deflection field prevents that from happening. So if you roll, let's say you would normally take about 4 damage or so, you can roll 4 dice, and if you roll a 4 or more, because this thing is armor 4+, then you can ignore that damage. So that's pretty powerful and costs me only $300. So I will buy that. I will buy this thing. Okay, so that was pretty great, and but I'm down at 190 now, so that's not so great. Okay, so that is the end of the day, and now we roll if a town event happens. And we got this this marker here, and if we roll higher than the number this marker is on, nothing happens. So only if we roll a 1, a town event would happen. Okay, so no problems here. So I say we stay at second day in town. I mean, why not? It's quite nice here. And still there is the gunslinger that goes now to the doc's office because he still wants to heal his gawked eye, and maybe then go to the church and try to heal his delusions. But we'll see about that later. He's got a lot of money, that's pretty good. And then it's the bandito, and I think he's going to the blacksmith. No, wait a second. Oh damn, I forgot to sell my stone here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell my dark stone in the frontier outpost. I got 2 left here, so I think I want to keep 1 to activate that deflection field, and I want to keep another one to buy me these special bullets later on. So now I'm gonna sell that, And you can go here to this outpost bank and sell it for D6 times $20 each. Which is not that amazing, but it's a start, I think. Oh, great. Well, okay, that gives me 2 for the first one. Yeah, you roll for each one again. So the first one gives me $50, and the second one gives me $75. So that means I gain 125, which is enough to basically get what I need. Okay, what about the saloon girl now? Well, I'm not sure what she does. Well, actually, before we do something, we gotta pay $10 each before we all go into the hotel. And the saloon girl, how much money does she have left? $305. That's not so great. Well, she's good in close combat, and she also... Let me see. That's not so great. Any gun or hand weapon? That's pretty cool. Oh, she can't afford that. All this stuff is pretty expensive. Well, she might visit the saloon a second time. Why not? I mean, or she could buy some, maybe simply some bandages or stuff like that. Wait a second, I've had something else. Wasn't there a pretty cool thing? Yeah, the perfume, exactly. She could buy the perfume for $200. I think I'm gonna stay in the saloon and buy the perfume. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, by the way, we have now day number 2. And finally, the bandito goes to the blacksmith. Okay, and then we're gonna pay our money for the hotel first. Okay, so here we go. This is the doc's office. So the gunslinger, we'll see what happens here. Well, that's a 9, so that's not too bad. Let's hope it's okay. It says expert surgeon. The doc is an expert surgeon and is really on top of things today. And he's only had 1 or 2 drinks. Okay, all attempts at surgery made today are +1 to the roll on the chart. So that might be very useful. And yeah, so we're gonna let him do some miracles on our eye. And well, first let's see how much that costs. It's D6 times 50. So let's hope it's not too bad. Okay, it's $200. So I'm gonna pay that, and then we can roll a 6-sided die, and we can add 1 because of this expert surgeon. So we better roll a 3. So we want a success. So we want a 3. Yeah, awesome. So that's actually a 6. So that's impressive scar. The injury mutation is healed. Gain +2 health for the new scar. That is very cool. Pretty good because I'm not that great in health. So that is just fantastic. Okay, and then it's the saloon girl again. And well, let's see what happens there. Here we go. So again, let's roll 2 dice. That's a 5. That's a bar fight. A nasty bar fight is broken out. Make a strength 5 test to push your way through to safety. If failed, take D6 wounds from the bumps and bruises. These carry over to the next adventure. That's not good. But okay, well, strength test. That's not going to be good. So we only have a strength of 1. I wonder if I can re-roll on these tables actually. I mean, I got a grid here, so I might do that. I don't want to take a lot of wounds now, so maybe it's a good idea to do that. I think I'm going to re-roll on that table, spend some grit here, and roll again. Maybe I'll roll better this time. Yes, definitely, that's an 11. A catchy tune. The song from the piano warms your heart and lingers in your mind long into the night. Start the next adventure with maximum grit. Very cool, very cool. That was worth paying that grit. So you can imagine, like, people were just getting aggressive and just starting to beat each other, and then the piano player played a nice little song and everybody was happy. So that was definitely a good idea. Okay, and again I'm gonna try to do some poker play because my odds are, I think, on my side. So I guess I'm gonna do that again and pay 50 bucks to do this. Roll a cunning test. This time I was doing good. So let's see. Well, I will simply earn 50 bucks. So I paid 50 and I will win 100. So that was nice. Okay, I actually made a mistake here. Because I got a concussion, I roll one less die on skill tests. So that means, well, I won't re-roll all. Well, actually I could. I could re-roll these things, why not? I'm not gonna play poker, that's sure. But I will entertain. I don't remember what result I did last time there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the pickpocket test again. And I remember I rolled, I think, I rolled 3 times a 1 and once a 6, which allowed me to draw that gear card. So I'm going to roll again and I don't know. Let's see what happens. So just to correct that concussion thing. Now I'm going to only roll with 3 dice because I'm not so good. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Shouldn't do that with a concussion. So I'm gonna lose that X, and I think the rest was not that important. Okay, and actually I think, well, but the corruption check should be the same, I guess. So I simply lose that X, which is sad, but okay. So I gotta remember that she has 1 less die on skill tests. Okay, and that also means that she won't do anything else, and she also will not play poker if she has a concussion. That doesn't make a lot of sense, I think. So I simply will. Basically, it was a wasted day now, but whatever. And then it's this guy in the blacksmith, and let's see what happens here. So she can now, yeah. Let's roll a die here. Oops. That's a 4. Doesn't sound good. Cost increase. There's more work than one blacksmith can handle. All purchase prices are plus 100. Cancels out forging sale. What? So does that mean you cannot do this forging sale? What? I don't know what exactly cancels out means. Does that mean Darkstone Forge? Oh, I see. No, there is. Yeah, somewhere there's forging sale. All purchase prices are reduced by 50. Cancels out cost increase. So does that mean? I don't really get that. Does that mean that stays for long? Probably. Well, these are these little details that are not handled in the rules. So it seems like these higher prices will stay there. Otherwise, this would not make a lot of sense. But I wonder if this shortage actually also... damn it. You may sell your Darkstone. It says you may sell your Darkstone cards for today. Yeah, it says only today. Okay, so, but I guess anybody can sell them. On the other hand, it says you may sell your Darkstone shards for D650 each today. So that's a little complicated. I think that this cost increase will stay there until we do this forged in sale roll. So we have to pay 100 in addition, which is now pretty bad, because I wanted to buy these Darkstone bullets. Well, I just can't afford them. I got $305, and one of these bullets cost 200 plus one Darkstone. So I just can't do that. I'm gonna spend that Darkstone, and then I'm gonna spend 200. So, and then I can buy these Darkstone bullets. And where is that now? It was here. Sorry, it's a little confusing now. So it says, lasts for one adventure. When used, replaces any current ammo. All of your gun hits are +1 damage. So I think that's definitely cool for him. And he's definitely gonna take that. Okay. So that's the end of that day, and I'm not sure if I want to stay another day. I mean, the gunslinger still has a lot of money left. Yeah, actually, I think he wants to stay at least one more day. But I also think it's now time to load this up. The gunslinger, he definitely wants to go to the blacksmith and also take these special Darkstone bullets. And then he might go to the church and try to heal these delusions, although I'm not even sure how long they last. Maybe they are not that bad. Let me see. Delusions here. Any further madness chart was only made on a single D6. Heal during an exorcism of madness at the church in town. So actually you got to go there and heal them. They don't go away on their own. Okay, so let's check if we have an event there now. Nope, no town event. So I think I'm going to load this up now. It's the end of the day, and then I might stay there for, well, 1 or 2 days. Possibly 2 days if I go to the church to heal. I'm not sure what to do with the saloon girl with her concussion. That kind of sucks. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. I wonder if two people can simply leave town while the other guy stays. Okay, that is actually possible. They could do this. So I'm gonna continue this right now because I think it's gonna be a little faster now. So it's day 3 now, and that means that now this guy here will move to the blacksmith. The bandito will leave town. He's not going to stay there any longer. And by the way, we also will pay $10. And she will move to the doc's office and probably simply buy some bandages there. What is it in the general store? Is it possible to buy? What kind of tokens can you buy there? Well, basically nearly all of them. I think I might even might even go to the general store because it doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't matter, I think. Anyway, let's go to the general store, and he is in the back at the Blacksmith's, and they both pay $10 for the hotel. Okay, so let's start with the gunslinger again. Let's roll 2 dice, see what happens. That's a 5. Cost increase. Even more? Holy shit. So that means now $400. I'm not gonna pay that. I'm not gonna pay that, man. Forget it. I'm not gonna pay $400 just for one additional roll here, just for this ammunition. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so forget this Blacksmith. And then it's her in the general store, which is here. That's a 4. Again, cost increase. Shit. All purchase prices are plus 50. You gotta be kidding. Does she have? Well, she has a grit. She's gonna spend that grit. And she's gonna reroll the 1. Keep the 3. Okay, that's better. That's an 8. So that says flies are buzzing, the streets are filth, business as usual, no event. Okay. And then we can buy some of these bandages. And well, actually, this guy already has some whiskey. So let me see how much money I got left. I got the $285. So I think I will actually buy maybe 4 bandages. That's a lot, but I think it's pretty useful. I wonder if we will gain, if we start the next adventure, if we will again gain a revive token. If anybody of you knows that, that would be helpful to know. I think so, but I'm not absolutely convinced about it. And I think I will actually only buy 3 bandages. Okay, I'm gonna find them. Yeah, so I gotta pay $150 for them, and find another one somewhere. Damn it, where is it? And then she will also leave town, I guess. But before she might leave, we will roll here on this event chart. See what happens. Oh, that's a 2. So now we actually have a town event. So, I don't know where they are. Frontier Town. Here we go. Town event chart. What? Campsite. Ah, that's a campsite. Okay, here we are. Town events. Okay. Yeah. So we got to roll 2 dice. Let's see what happens. That's a 4. That's definitely not that great. A fire. Fire has broken out, setting town ablaze. D3 random town locations burn to the ground in the fire and may not be visited for the rest of this town stay. Okay, so let's see how many there are. And we have these little numbers down here, and I think they will tell you yeah, if you roll a random location. So let's see first. We have, well, 3 locations burned down. So that is, first it's this Blacksmith here. I hope there is nothing happening if you are inside such a building, but I don't think so. And the other one is, well, we're going to roll again here. So that the second one is the Frontier Outpost, and the last one is the Doc's Office. Okay, there are these kind of flames here on these grid markers, so I'm gonna place them here just to remember which buildings exactly are destroyed. Okay, that's the end of the day. So this goes now here. And I'm gonna stay another day before I upload this, just to bring this to an end. So The gunslinger moves now to the church, and well, the saloon girl might even go once more to the saloon. She could also just leave. Okay, so she saves her $10. The gunslinger has to pay $10 for his stay in the hotel, but he's still got a lot of money left. And then let's see the church. Where is that? Here we go. Okay. It's just a 4. Dark stone altar. The sacred altar here is inlaid with dark stone gems. All rituals below require 1 dark stone in addition to their normal cost. Yeah, that's not great. But okay, I mean, I saved that dark stone for the blacksmith. So I could actually try it. I mean, I don't need it right now. So we can do this exorcism here. First, let's see how expensive that is. I mean, it's not a big thing. I'm just delusional. Come on. It doesn't count. $200. And 1 dark stone. Okay. So let's see what happens. Let's hope it's not too bad. These dark rituals can be strange. That's a 4. So that's cool. Success. The madness is healed. That's great. Okay, so I'm not delusional anymore. I'm completely fit. And, well, that's basically it. That costs me $210 with the hotel cost. And then I'm going to roll for this, for the town event. Oops. And there is none. So that's it. That's the end of my town visit. And, well, it's time to start another adventure, and I hope to see you in my next video.